You ever know what it does to a junior player when you're dodging competition? Hi, I'm Todd Whittam, owner and founder of Todd Whittam Tennis, also known as TW Tennis. In this clip, I want to talk to you about a very tough upbringing that I had in South Florida. It took me years to beat some players, and I kept losing to them over and over. I'm talking about in the 12s, the 14s, maybe beginning in the 16s as well. There were some players that for some reason it took me so long to start beating. What I can tell you is that my game was an aggressive game, and the defenders used to give me a bunch of trouble because you have to earn every single point. So if maybe my volleys weren't really on, or I was maybe missing some ground strokes, or I wasn't quite serving well enough, these players were so solid and they would really break me down and wear me down as well. So what I can tell you is that my coach, he never let me dodge the competition. I just kept losing, and I had to continually try to get better and figure out ways to get better and improve all these different areas in my game. And after these years, finally, I was able to start beating them. And so when I started coaching about a decade ago, I started hearing parents saying, well, I don't want my child in that tournament because this particular player, these players are in that one, so we're going to go to this one because it's weaker. And I just started to cringe. I was thinking to myself, wait, you're going to really disrupt their basically their confidence. You're going to disrupt really how good they're going to get. They're not going to really become much better competitors. And not only that, it's showing that you, the parent or a coach, because you're dodging competition, you don't really believe in that player. That's really tough, because when you show a lack of confidence in a player, how are they going to feel about themselves? They can't be really feeling good about themselves. So here's what I can tell you, is that you never take the easy way out. And I used to get off the court after these losses to these players over and over again after a certain amount of years, and it was so frustrating. But what I can tell you is that I was really determined to become a much better player, and that's how you learn. If you learn to take the easy way out, you're going to be in trouble because you're not going to get better. You're taking the easy way out because you're scared of the competition and the losses. And once you're fearful of that, your development is going to come to a screeching halt. And so what I can tell you is that when you're a developing junior player, you don't ever want to take the easy way out. You want to always strive to get better. And if you're having trouble winning certain matches or beating certain players, you know what? You need to just become a much better player. That's the bottom line. And where does that start? It starts on the practice court every single day. When you continually lose to these players, you need to figure out why you're losing and get back to practice and continue to practice all the fundamentals to become much better. And it may take you years, just like it took me years to beat certain players. I didn't really hit my stride till I was about 15 and a half or 16 years old. I started playing competitive tennis at 6, and I started playing tournaments at probably around 7 or 8 years old. So it took me the 12s, I couldn't beat certain players, the 14s, and probably halfway through the 16s, I was losing to the same really good players in Florida. But you know what? I always continually tried to get better, and that's what happened for me. All of a sudden, things start to come together because you've done things well and you've done things properly on a daily basis. And you want to know what's even better? Is that it's so satisfying when you finally get good enough to be beating those players that it took you years to try to beat. If you have any questions on this clip, you can contact me at todd@twtennis.com. Hope you enjoyed it.